Y'all
Yeah,
better
I mean
motherfucking go ahead
that's
and
what
run
it
it up with
is.
the motherfucking the real three gods on this motherfucker.
I'm
Fuck
telling
y'all
you.
Well,
talking about.
that's what I wanted to say to follow up with that. You know, the thing is this: you people, it's 100, it's 1,000 people in here, and at the end
Uh-huh.
of the day, real recognize real. There's only been a good handful of people who repeatedly kept their foot, their knee, their shoulder on this nigga's ass and
You
did
heard
not stop, did not waver.
fact,
So the big up is for that, right?
Right.
Because that's what the
fact.
real true Black Lives Matter. While
Yep.
these young, impressionable people, including Janae, whether you like her or not, she is
Facts.
someone's child. She is someone's sister. She is someone's daughter.
That's
All
a
of them
fact.
over there. Whether or not you liked the decisions that they made or not, it is what it is. But the real demon is his ass, who manipulated and took advantage of poor, broken, young black people. Your people. You people that always talk about that conscious shit. My black
Uh-huh.
Fact.
people. Whether they went over there or
Um,
not, it was still foul.
Mm-hmm.
Period. So the ones who know what they did to help this situation along, the
Thank you.
one who kept the content going, the one who sent in the videos, who kept recording, you can
mm,
sleep well tonight. That you did your due diligence. Because while everybody else was kiki and hi and
And
skinning
mm-hmm.
and
talking
grinning with that
shit
nigga,
about a motherfucker.
Listen, listen,
Yes, yes, yes.
talking big shit.
Yeah.
this is too much and it's going to stop. And it
Yeah, it is.
must stop.
It
All the
will. Yeah, it
fuckery, all
stop.
the bullshit.
It's fucking over now, bitch. It is over.
Yep. Cause
Yeah,
it, it just it,
we've
oh
been
my
working
bad.
behind the scenes. No, it's okay. We've been working behind the scenes for a good minute to make this all happen. That's why I wasn't really uh, I didn't. That's why I wasn't really
Janae,
online.
I know, and you ain't got to say too much. That's all I can say to it. I know, and you
Yeah.
can't. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's not just me. It's like a lot of people behind this. You know, people been calling
Mm-hmm.
in, and people have been, doing their work. But I've been. This I just want to let y'all know that we are doing our best to keep him locked up, so he doesn't have to like do that anymore. The thing is, I didn't realize how similar he was to R. Kelly until I watched the documentary today, and I really realized that how serious this is for the community. Like this is not no joke because people get wrapped up into that shit a lot, and y'all see me gone like 3 times. Is more so not just manipulation, but something spiritual, highly spiritual going on with that as well. So that's why I be saying like go into your prayer closets, keep your prayers up, like literally for the people that's there and the people who had the Stockholm syndrome because they're not if they don't talk, we need someone to talk. You know what I'm saying?
And
We need people.
it's definitely something spiritual because you and Niza both said that you were under spiritual attack after leaving. You know what I'm saying? So whether you were seeing clowns or Niza was seeing whatever she was seeing him coming into her dreams and stuff like that, it's definitely a spiritual attack. Because it's a spiritual cult. So of course, you know what I'm saying, he's doing something on the back end that's keeping everybody in control or like a source, you know what I'm saying, to then wield this much control is definitely a spiritual attack on top of, manipulation of the mind, body, and soul.
Absolutely. And I would say like after I left, I went to a spa and stayed there for a few days because I had to detox, and I was not feeling well at all. Like
Right.
every day, please go up. Like hold on, baby, I'm gonna turn it up a little bit. That every day I was getting headaches, and I thought I was pregnant. That's why I had like not got on at all, and I had to make sure that I wasn't pregnant before making any moves. So because I had all the symptoms, this nausea, the everything. So I then realized that I was under spiritual attack after a good while. And that's when I'm like, okay, well, I have to do my cleansing. I have to do my therapy. I have to do my prayer, my meditation, all that, because it does take a lot of cleansing, especially with his spirit. We've intertwined or had sex a lot of times. So it's just like you, even when I was like detoxing with my period that came, it was a very, very, very painful period. I've never had such pain at all before. So it was just like it felt like some kind of miscarriage or something. So it's more serious, than people are like letting on. It's not like you just get out of there and you just stay out. It's that you got to get out and do the work so you can stay out. And before I
Right.
wasn't really doing the work because I kept watching them. That would make me
Mm-hmm.
miss them or make me want to go see him or get back into the trap or the spell. So it takes a lot to even just deprogram after being in these cults. So people can roll their eyes and all this other stuff and think that it's not really as serious as it is, but it does take a lot of deprogramming to stay out of it. And I
Speaking
said
of,
my shit before. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
speaking of,
Oh no.
and I really commend you on, some clarity that you're getting right now, and I hope and I pray that you have your own personal resources in line to get this deprogramming therapy, what I'm saying, that
Yeah.
is much needed, Janae, because you can be actual powerhouse in the spiritual community, but I feel like your energy is just inverted at this point, what I'm saying,
Right.
and you really need a lot of time to yourself to realize and call back your power, what I'm saying, and realize that you are full, you are equipped by yourself. You don't need not near group. You don't need not near man. You don't need not near ruler or nobody to tell you who you are and how you need to work with who you are.
Mm-hmm.
So I really hope that you're really going to take your work serious this time. What I'm saying, and allow your sisters to not only support you but also keep you like, hey, you slipping, that right there. What I'm saying. Of course, people that you trust. But that is my
Mhm.
prayer to you as a sister, because like we talk all the time. On the back end. So if I
Mhm.
just hope to you as my sister in spirituality that you actually take your work real this time. So when you come back, you have a
Mhm.
story to tell and you have receipts to show.
Yeah, that's a
Mm-hmm.
fact. I am definitely taking it serious this time. I apologize for all the times I did go back and not do the work, because that's what it is. It's just doing the work, and it does require a lot of work dealing with Nature Boy to just stay out. And I commend all the women that did do the work, like Joy, Velvet, starred as at some point, like some people that just stayed out of it so they can get their lives
Yep.
together. And I am working with some powerful women this time, which is so beautiful. When I got out the cold, all I was working with was women, and it makes me feel really great to connect with my sisters and have an advocate who's helping me, and helping me with therapy as well. And it's very good. It's a beautiful process. So
That's good.
haters are
That's
gonna
good to
hate,
hear.
but I know that I got love for me.
Well,
Right.
Rose, I feel like something on your spirit, Rose. I mean, I feel something. I feel something real heavy, and I just want to let you know I love the hair because y'all know I love weave. Anyway, I feel something heavy on your spirit. Do you have something to say, Rose? Now, again, Black Velvet wants everybody to freely speak. We just can't be disrespectful because we want to stay on a high
Right.
note that this nigga is locked up and
Mm-hmm.
possibly Rasul
That's
or
it. That's
Raheem
it.
or somebody named Bernard is in his ass as we speak. But I feel something heavy on you, Rose.
I
I know.
and
Wait a
Rose,
minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Before you answer, Rose,
This don't like
something heavy
me.
as
be
fuck
Rose.
on me. It's something heavy on me. It's heavy as
What's
fuck
heavy
because
on you?
Ty said something. Ty said some of us. Can I have somebody repeat me? Some of us.
Hmm.
I said some of us.
Come on.
Ty. Thank you, babe.
Uh
Thank you,
huh.
lover. Some of us have been on this nigga neck
Mm.
since the beginning.
From the beginning.
Okay.
Yes, yes, yes. Some of
From the
us
beginning.
have been on this nigga neck from the beginning.
Hmm.
We have had nasty messages. I had y'all know I had me a good old death threat sent to
Hmm.
me. We've had people be rude and disrespectful like a motherfucker for trying to take this bitch down. It is 1,000
Hmm.
people in this room. Play your
Hmm.
fucking bells, people. Play
Period.
your
Come on.
bells. throw them bells like fucking confetti. Shit.
You
Mhm.
hear me? It's a celebration in this motherfucker. And before you say what's on your heart, Rose, because I see it's on your heart and your mind and your nice
Mhm.
hair. You laid out and stuff with your makeup, girl. I know it's on you. But can I just say this, y'all?
Thank
Like,
you.
can we kind of stop acting like we all ain't had that? You know what I'm saying? That one toxic ass nigga who we
I know
just
It's
we
go
happened.
back
have.
to
It's
and
happened.
go back to and go back to.
Mhm.
Lord
Now,
knows I had it.
yeah,
Huge.
and it's kind of like a soul tie. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right. Right.
When you kind of like just keep going back because that nigga know what to do and how to do it, and plus he got your mind. You feel me?
Mhm. Mhm.
He can tell you shit. He can feed you whatever. But it's up to you to really, you know what I'm saying, pull yourself back from that shit. If you really
Mhm.
don't want that shit to keep going on with you or happening to you. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want, like, Janae, I don't want you to ever get offended. But, sometimes it's nobody is attacking you or talking about you for clout or anything like that. You understand what I'm saying? Sometimes we be just talking about the situation and what happened and
Right.
what y'all put out
And
there.
angry about the situation. Yeah.
Right.
And sometimes you got
And
to laugh to keep from fucking crying because this shit
crying
is
and
painful
being
to watch.
upset. Right.
Right.
And
Mhm.
that's the thing. And I want you to be able sometimes to just, you know what I'm saying? Just
Thank
hear.
you.
I know you got people that you love, I mean, that love you and you love around you already. But sometimes it is good to hear what other women that don't know you, their perspective of how they see things. You understand what I'm saying? That can help you as well. So don't always look at it. Anytime that I have spoke to you or spoke on you, it was not a personal attack. I just, what I'm saying, expressed my feelings about things that rubbed me the
Mhm.
wrong way. And I did not like seeing you over there because I do feel
Mhm.
No.
like you are better than what you allowed yourself to be a part of. You
Mhm.
understand what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Um, because you could leave. You would do the big thing and fucking get the fuck up out of there. You understand what I'm saying? So, but
Mhm.
when you go back and it's like, damn, Neyteri, Neyteri went back. All right.
Mhm.
We'll just,
I
what I'm
got
saying, we'll
towed
watch the shit
down
on the next
and
time.
being on her
Mhm.
Baby, I was in
stage.
that live.
Got
I was in
towed
that live
down.
yelling, Janae, kick his ass. Janae,
Yeah.
stop
We was
talking.
all in
Girl,
there yelling.
do you
Don't
hear
look
me?
into his eyes. We were saying all that shit, but Medusa wanted to say something. Let the G speak.
The
Medusa
OG,
raised her hand a
yeah.
couple times. Mhm.
And the only thing I want women to understand is yes, we do get in, some of us, we do get into those soul ties. But the
Mhm.
only way to break a soul tie, I mean, let's be honest, keep your legs closed
Amen. Because you got control.
for a time. I'm not telling you to become a nun, but that's the real work that women seem to not want to do. They go from one nigga to the next, and all you doing is wrapping cords around cords around cords, and that shit
That's
become a
right.
stronghold.
Mhm.
Do that work. Keep your legs closed for a time. Rebuild
Mhm.
yourself.
Mhm.
I
That's
sure
all.
had to
That's
do
all
it.
I wanted to say.
Well, go ahead, Rose. Now, get that off your spirit. Get that off your Chandela Hoso.
Um, because I respect the women on this panel that I sit around, I took heed to what they said and I decided to be quiet. I bit my tongue. I'm not gonna be disrespectful. I'm not gonna be the rose that y'all expecting me to be. I'm gonna hold my tongue. If she say something else slick though, it's gonna be other stuff.
Well, all
Oh,
right.
happy day.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm gonna
Oh,
try not
happy
not to
day.
respond.
Day.
oh, happy day.
Oh,
Oh,
happy
happy
day.
day.
When happiness
Glory! Thank
when
you.
when three went down, yeah.
Okay.
When three got went down.
Let me just say
Mm-hmm.
this. The
When three
comments are so
got
fucking
went
adamant.
down.
Excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
Let me say this. The comments are so adamant.
Mm-hmm.
Understand that just because a motherfucker said sorry or they apologize doesn't mean that they fucking mean it. Because she's apologized numerous of times and has done the same actions every single time. So you can only take what someone says with a grain of salt if their actions do not match. I do not care what she has had to say in this panel right now because I already know that her actions don't match her fucking words and they never have.
Okay, that's on your behalf for non-forgiveness, which is your work that you
It's
need to
not
do
about
because
non forgiveness,
it it
sweetheart.
it
It's the
it
fact
is
that
about
you
that.
thought that I was hating on
I'm
you
sorry,
when
I
in
was
fact I
talking.
was disappointed in you. That's what it was. It was
And I do
disappointment, is what you
apologize
heard.
for
I
getting
was
out of
disappointed in you
character.
as claiming that you're a black woman and claiming that you're all woman empowerment and you're all
Claiming
light and some motion and you have no duality about you, but you're so spiritually inclined. That
you
is
do
the
not
problem.
know
If
me,
you're gonna
Rosie.
say
You know
and
me
claim that you
from
are a spiritual being, have some
okay. Let's.
duality about your fucking self, and you
You're
don't,
clearly hurt.
and you
Okay,
haven't.
I
And you
understand.
tell people
I
what you think
understand.
that they want to hear because you are a people pleaser.
All
All
right,
right,
and are
Juicy.
you done
So you don't have
projecting?
to
Are you
say
done
anything
projecting?
else to me.
Okay, but I'm
Like
on
how
this
you didn't have to
panel.
say anything when you came up here. You addressed me.
Well,
So
I
stop
want to
speaking to
address
me.
it. I want to address it because we're both clearly hurt by something that we've done, and I don't want that to carry on because obviously you're a powerful woman who, like you said, are about woman empowerment, and that's what I want to be about as well. Even though I have went through so many trials with these narcissistic, abusive situations that I put myself through and I did to me, and I've hurt a lot of people in the process. So I do want to make amends for that. I'm not going to just leave it like lingering so it could just be toxic. And no, I'm not. I don't want to do that. So that's why I'm up here. Like I did come at you sideways, which I did apologize for. Like I'm not joking when I apologize. Like I know that I did wrong. I shouldn't have came like that to you. Now I want to make amends if you want if you allow that to happen because I never wanted to be, fucking at odds with you. Like I actually liked you when I first got on the panel on Bigo. You know that. When I first got on Bigo, I actually fucking liked you and that's why we started clicking really fast. Remember we was just on each other's lives and we became admins out of nowhere with each other's lives. Like I like that. I don't want to be at odds with you at all. So I know that you said don't talk to you, which I understand. I won't do that if you don't want me to, but I would like to right my wrongs and I would like to make this right again. So only if you would like that.
Mm.
You want a sister, but you threw your sister under the bus for some dick.
Oh.
What? Okay, I
You
understand that
wanted
you
a
keep
sister
putting
than
stuff in my
me, and
face.
you threw me under the bus for some dick.
All right, but if you want to
I
do
Y'all,
was
the blame
advocating
game,
for you.
wait
if
a
you
minute.
want to do
Everybody
the
be
blame game, I don't know
respectful
what
in the
you're
comments.
talking about.
Be
I
respectful in the
don't.
comments. Admins, y'all do what y'all feel is best because they messy in the
Don't
comments.
people
And
in the comments tell me it's old news when she brought this shit the fuck up. Y'all weird
I
as
don't
fuck.
understand.
Y'all
I
picking
don't
sides and
wait,
some
but
more shit. Shut up
yeah,
in
I
the
brought
fucking
it up. I brought
comments.
it up. I brought it up. So wait, let's fix it. I don't understand. What do you mean by threw you underneath the bus? I don't. What do you mean?
You threw me under the bus.
What did I
You
do?
lied. And you basically spat in my face in
Really?
front of Nature Boy because you didn't want to be humiliated or whatever the fuck that nigga was gonna do to you over in that camp. So you capped, you lied, you pretended like me and you didn't have no conversation, like I'm just some floozy ass, clout chasing ass bitch that just wants attention. That's what you did. And now
Wow.
we're
All right.
finally finding out from your mouth that we actually hung out, had conversations, and was getting to know each other. But for the longest
Ooh.
No,
time, a whole
no,
lot
no,
of
no, no, no.
people thought I was just some clout chasing ass bitch
No,
wanting to get
no, that's not true.
some
Uh
queen
oh.
status
Because
over
you
in fucking
were clout
disease
chasing,
camp.
Rose. Let's just be honest, you were. And the thing is, I never threw you underneath the bus. I really, honestly did not
Okay, good.
remember any type of private conversation we ever had. That was the truth. I don't. And that you said private conversation. It was on a panel. We had a conversation with lots of people in the room. I don't consider that private, sweetheart. I don't. So it's just like when you said that, I'm just like, what is
On
she talking
Bigo,
about?
it
She
was a
said, oh,
private
we had
conversation because it was other women. It was
no,
other women who wanted to go back into that fucking camp or who wanted to go to
Thank you,
that camp.
Mo
So it
Honey.
was
Thank
but
you,
private
that
enough
thank
wasn't
to
you.
me. A
private,
private
sweetheart. You're
panel is
saying
a private
private
on
is one
Bigo.
on
So I
one.
had
One.
private panels with you
Oh
and
my
other
God.
women who wanted to go back to that fucking camp. And
Rose.
you were the same one advocating for those women not to go to the camp. And then you turned around and went and gave them ammunition to go to the fucking camp. So excuse me if I'm pissed the fuck off because the same bitch who sat in this live with me allowed other women to think it was okay to go back because you went back and them bitches went and got their ass beat.
Mm, mm, mm.
And I'll
Mhm.
take
So
that.
excuse
And I'll
me
take
if
that.
I'm mad as
So,
fuck that you sat up here and played in
right,
everybody's
you're really
fucking
good at
face.
that. You're really good at that, Rose.
Nah, you
And
got
I'll
me
take
fucked
that.
up
I'll
because
take it. I'll
I
take
can
it.
recant the same woman who sat in my live named Isis. Isis was sitting in the lives right
Right,
with us. And you was
right.
advocating saying that you was not gonna fucking go back to the camp. And Isis ended up going to the camp after you left, bro.
Mm,
Because you went. So
mm.
Wait,
yes, I'm
ISIS? ISIS
angry.
who?
I'm
Wow.
mad as
ISIS
fuck
who?
because you didn't hold yourself accountable like you claimed that you was. And you gave them
Wow.
Okay.
other women who was already
Damn.
weakened themselves to go to that fucking camp right behind you. And you claim
Well,
that
I,
you
mm-hmm.
helping people. You didn't
Girl.
Mm.
help them go back into
Uh-huh.
that fucking camp.
Wow.
Okay.
Mm.
All right. I
Mm. Mm.
Be
understand.
respectful in
Let's
the
talk
comments,
about it.
y'all.
This what they
Be
don't
Okay,
know.
we're
respectful.
Let's
talking
talk
about it
about
because
it.
we definitely want
This
to
what
keep
they don't
Janae
know. No, y'all
accountable
don't
for
know this. So
everything
y'all
she
need to hear this shit.
does.
It ain't no stop. Y'all need to hear it.
Hmm.
Okay,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
we
Mm-hmm. 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 Mm-hmm.
we
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
we
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
mhm.
It definitely needs to be said
Mhm.
because Rose is young, just like you, Janae. You know, the
Mhm.
rest of us are a little bit older. She
Yeah.
feels some type of way because she, like you just said, she wanted to be your sister. She wanted to see you win, and it's
Mhm.
upsetting. And I'm quite sure your
Yeah.
twin sister, who you look just alike, y'all look just alike. I'm quite sure she grind your ass up too. This is real
Mhm.
Black Lives Matter. This is the real
Yeah.
Black Lives Matter because you
Mhm.
matter, Janae, and she hot and she's angry and she's passionate that you will put yourself in this position, like Zoka, like Velvet, and all the rest of them, because you guys should have somebody, and you guys didn't. And you guys
Yeah.
didn't. And we want to be there for you, and we want to see you win, but you got to do the work for yourself too. So she's passionate.
Absolutely.
It's not this girl don't wish you death. This girl don't wish you harm. She want to see you win, but you got to want to win too, though.
Yeah, and I do appreciate the passion because it does show me that people actually care deep down behind the hurt. And it makes me feel like I have purpose and self-worth because when we get into those type of situations, we're not really feeling worthy of anything.
Right.
We feel
And
like
I can see
we're
that.
like,
We can see.
you know,
We see it.
yeah. So I understand,
And
and I
and I
like I
and
said,
I
I
and can I say
okay.
this? I'm sorry to interrupt
Go
anybody,
ahead.
but I just
And
have to say
Medusa
this.
had her hand
We
raised too.
Yeah, and Medusa had her hand up, but I want to say this real quick, and we need
Mhm.
to stop passing like being passive aggressive or just like dismissing other women's feelings
Mm-hmm.
about this type of shit right here,
Mm-hmm.
because this is very, 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 very important that we
Mm-hmm.
as Black women start
Mm-hmm.
changing our approach against one another,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
because we so it don't matter, it don't matter, it don't matter, but that's not fair.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Right.
Right.
If we
So
want people to take us serious,
Because
we have to be an example,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
right. Because what I just observed in these comments, everybody's making it look like Rose just being crazy and she's jealous and she's this. But really the backstory is that she's upset because there was a private panel
there
made
wasn't a private
with
conversation. There was no private conversation, and that's what I'm trying to tell you
Janae.
guys. It's
Janae.
It was
not
a
like no
private.
What I'm
backstory. It
hearing from
is what it
Rose
is.
is that a private panel was made with you and some other
Other
ladies who
women.
were
Mm.
interested in going to the coast, and that you came and you actually gave these girls, you influenced them not to go, and
Mhm.
then you went back
Okay.
and
Mhm.
that influenced somebody else to follow.
Mhm.
We
Yeah,
had a
which I
lot
don't like
of,
at
The
all. I don't like
same
that at
girls.
all.
The same
yeah,
girls
I'm
went
saying,
Medusa. And
so
the
the
same girls
people
did the
in the
same shit that
comments,
she did. I'm clout
y'all
chasing.
need to
Rose don't give a
stop
fuck
that
about
shit.
me.
Right.
Um.
Because it ain't about a clout chase. It's about motherfucking women helping each other.
Each other.
Okay. All right. I would
Literally
love to
standing
speak.
on the shoulders of another black woman. But y'all
Mm-hmm.
Janae,
take and make it like we just emotional and hateful and shit, but you don't even know the whole story.
Story.
right,
You up
Right.
next,
So
Scotty.
when
So
trying to
right.
speak
I
life into the
okay.
situation, speak about the situation. Don't y'all
Who
stop
is
being in the comments
Isis?
being disrespectful to Janae. Stop being disrespectful towards Rose. Because this is a
Right.
conversation that really truly needs to be had.
No shade.
Right.
Hey,
Isis
hey.
the
J-
guy was one of the girls that went up there. I don't know if she went
Who
by
I
who's
Isis
remember
when
that?
she
her.
was up there, but her name on Bigo was Isis the God. And
I
she
remember
found
her.
herself over there because she met him on Bigo and she got her ass
Mhm.
beat. They jumped her ass and she went back to wherever the fuck she lived.
is that the
I
one that
tried
they
to
stripped
talk her out of
That's
naked?
the
it
Oh.
one who
before.
went live and she went live in the airport.
Mm,
I
Oh.
mm,
remember
mm,
her.
They
Okay.
mm,
all
mm.
jumped her ass.
Yep.
I
Janae,
did.
Mm.
Janae, I
Mm.
have a
Jump.
question. When you went back, who was
Mhm.
the light skinned girl that was with you the first couple of days you went back?
I don't wait. What went back? What time and what
This
light skin
time, this
girl?
time, this time, this time that you went back, you were a light skinned girl was with you for the first couple of days, almost like you wanted her to come with you so you can feel comfortable, and then she was gone. Who was that?
Wait,
She
who?
had locks. She had locks in her hair.
Oh, there was a girl who came. But that wasn't me who brought her there. She
Yeah, I
knew
didn't say that.
me.
I said who is she? I didn't say that
Um,
you brought her there. I said who
she
is she?
yeah, her name is Sacred. Me and her known her for each other for years. Talked on Instagram. Well, we're part of the same tribe in Atlanta and a group of people that we know. But she actually came and she left, and I'm just
She
glad
came.
that
You
she
guys
didn't.
showed up at the same time.
No, we didn't show up at the same time. She actually showed up like some weeks after because she was in contact with Nature Boy, not with me. They were contacting each other and speaking to each other before, and I don't know, like she came on that accord, like
Is
that.
that
That's all I
lady's
remember.
name Neka Wajet? Is her name Neka Wajet?
No,
No,
no.
Nequajet is also a sister of mine, a soul sister of mine, but she came to do their
Hmm.
hair in Puerto Rico.
Okay,
Right.
That
okay,
that had nothing to do with me. But me and
okay,
Nequajet was going to travel together anyway. So when I
okay,
got to Puerto Rico, she just left the day I got there, saying that he abused Malia. But when I got
okay,
there, he said that never happened. So
okay.
so I'm going to address a lot of things because I do understand the passion. And yes, if I was somebody's older sister and I
Hmm.
was and they were the younger sister was me, I would be getting mad at them too. Like, damn, like you said you wasn't gonna do
Hmm.
that again, and you did it again.
Hmm.
And I want to let y'all know that I have no excuse other than like I was literally underneath a deep programming, and I'm not trying to like make it seem like, oh, yeah, that's okay, but it's not. I definitely needed
Hmm.
to deprogram myself and do the work, and I didn't realize that it took more than months to do so. It had to take more than what I was doing to do so. So I went back trying to be a part of them, be a part of a system that I thought was gonna be grand and be in love with
Hmm.
Solar and be in love with Baba G, and I was on some other shit, like,
But
and it's not
Neyteri,
okay.
I understand that part, but a week before you went back, you and I had a talk on your panel. We had a good conversation, and
Mhm.
and you were just so proud of yourself. Remember, I was just speaking life to you, telling you how much I was proud of you, and things like that. And you were talking about some of the
Mhm.
visions that you had, and right then
Mhm.
and there, I felt like they were watching, and then. And correct me if I'm wrong, right? 10 minutes after I kind of stepped down off your panel, they jumped up in there and Solar was like, oh, yeah, I named myself Love today because you said you had a vision of love. Remember? You know what I'm saying? And you said that you weren't going to allow them to trick you because we talked about the whole tricking thing. Like we talked for 2 days about narcissism and you know what I'm saying, the different types of things that they say to try to trigger your mind. And I even brought up a few how, when you guys leave away, he tells you guys wherever you go, there you are. And that's how some people make that U-turn back. And you was like, yeah, I peeped that and I'm not gonna let that trick. But then like 15 minutes later, they came in and captured your mind, sis, and then you were there the
Um
next week.
yeah,
Go
so I'm
ahead.
gonna tell you what happened with that, right? So what made me very excited to go back is that Efru was the one who messaged me saying, "Oh, we miss you. I miss you. Want to come and visit?" And I
Mm,
thought a quick visit for my sisters with my sisters would have been like, "That's it. I was just gonna visit and just get on
Mhm.
out of there, and possibly like even talk to him about going to Solar in Philly."
mhm,
That's what I wanted to
mhm,
do. I was gonna go see Solar in Philly, and I was gonna talk to him, get on their good gracious, be a part of the family again, and go to Philly. That was my plan.
mhm,
When you're there, I I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Like when I was there, I was shaking because I felt
mhm,
something, but I didn't know what it was, and I basically got manipulated back in the situation again. That's basically all I could say. Like I literally got there,
Yeah, I
was going to
watched
just,
it. I watched it
and
live.
mhm,
I watched it
it
before you
made
even went.
yeah. So I wasn't live for three. I didn't go live with them for the 3 days that I was there at first.
mhm,
Right.
Then after the 3 days, I wanted to testify with him because what happened was when I was there is that I began to change back into my natural state, if that makes sense. Like
mhm,
I was going through a lot of things and I needed some love. I needed some
mhm,
care. I needed to, but I needed to give it to myself. But they helped me with a lot of my emotional baggage and a lot of turmoil, inner turmoil that I had in myself. So they gave me like this love bomb. That's what he did. He love bombed me, and they gave me spiritual baths, and they really just took care of me and said that I can be there as long as I want to be there. I was
mhm,
in a really low space in my mind. So when I stayed there and I testified saying, look, like I'm back in carbonation and I want to stay because they really helped me, because in my mind they really did. In my mind I thought they were helping me, but it's just later on in the process I understand that nothing never changed, even though he promised me that he did change.
I done told you
So
about them goddamn spiritual babs. I done told you
mm,
about them shit. Go ahead, girl.
so So I'm no victim because I put myself back into it, but I just want y'all to
mhm,
understand that the programming is very, very strong. And when I was there, I literally got sucked back into the awe of it all, and the love
mhm,
of it all. I thought it was sisterhood going to happen because they started treating me nice again. I thought they forgave me. Later
mhm,
on, as y'all know, they didn't forgive me. They never did. They just played the part because he wanted me there. So it is what it is. I know that what I did was wrong. I know what I did was confused a lot of people because they saw me back in an unhealthy situation, but I thought it was healthy. I thought it was getting healthier. I thought it
mhm,
can change. I thought there was growth because I got back there and things were different. It was different from before. So I was just like, oh my God, maybe I gotta stay and tell everybody, look, I was wrong. Like it's different now. But it actually
mhm.
was different at first because of the log bombing. But then when you go into it, it's actually the
But
same. Worse.
well, I have a question. When he is like up close into you guys' face, or has the camera in you guys' face, and he's like, "Fuck you, you bitch, you a hoe, you ain't nothing to me." You like, how does that make in that moment? Are you guys are you because you can only just speak to how you feel in those moments. What's going through your head when this is happening? Are you like scared shit like, damn, I need to get the hell out of here? Or do you not hear it? Or do you perceive it to be something different than what he's saying? Like, I always wanted to know that because I know if a motherfucker step on my toe wrong, baby, like I'm ready to slice a bitch up. Like, I mean, fast. So I can't even imagine a motherfucker in my face like, bitch, 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 ho, 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 and I me not just go berserk.
Yeah, like when you've been in toxic situations like I have for about some
Mhm.
years, I would say like 5 years now, you go numb to
Mhm.
it. It's
Damn.
like, yeah, it's deep psychological trauma, and
Mhm.
you just
Can
feel
I
like,
ask you?
sometimes you feel like you are, and sometimes you're
Mhm.
like, I'm not that, so I don't care what he's
Mhm.
talking about. Or sometimes you're just like,
Mhm.
okay, okay, and then you just go numb, you dull out, you just space. I spaced out a lot. I wasn't
Mhm.
present a lot.
Dissociating.
Mhm.
So yeah,
Yeah, dissociate.
disassociating.
Yeah. God damn. I mean, I that shit breaks my
Yeah,
heart, yo. It just
it
breaks my
does.
fucking heart, yo.
Cause
Janae,
that's what like when.
you don't have to be specific on this answer. You can just say yes or no, or
Hmm.
no comment. But do you know what happened to Zoka's baby?
I don't know
I
per
think she
se.
answered. Yeah.
But I do know that, like, this is what Star said, and this is enough evidence and proof as it is to know exactly what happened to Zoka's baby, so no one can like keep on asking. But Star has said in her interview or in her exposing days that he made Zoka take what 16 shots, 8 or 16 shots. So I don't know how many shots she took, but that poison can go to the baby and kill it at
Yeah,
any
we
Boy,
saw
time
her
you
take the
throw.
shots on live. We saw her
Nah,
take the shots
nah,
on
nah,
live,
nah,
but
nah,
she
nah, nah,
also
nah, nah.
grew. She also
Mm,
grew. So I don't feel like the baby died from those shots because that baby
mm,
grew.
mm,
Because
Um,
at
mm,
that time she took the shot, she was about 4 or 3 months pregnant, and she made it
but
all the way
then,
up until 9 months.
mm,
but then
mm.
remember, she said it was around like, I don't know. She said that the baby
Star
stopped
went and
moving for about a
burned.
month.
But
That's what
Star
that's
went
I
not.
and
heard.
burned.
So,
And
so
I don't see that
that
being
baby
possible
grew.
because a baby cannot stay in your womb and not live and thrive
Uh-uh.
without that baby decomposing and poisoning your body. So
That's
I
right.
Yeah,
Yeah, in her
That's
that,
That's
right.
why
case.
she
that
end up
That
baby
getting them
grew.
white
Yeah.
spots. I told
that's
y'all that's
right.
why she got them white spots on her body.
So see,
Mm.
I
Mm.
don't know. That's all I know about the situation. I wasn't there throughout the full pregnancy. I wasn't there when the baby was born, so I have no idea. That's all I know. I
Mhm.
just thought,
Somebody
and then
need
I
to
think it
find
was,
seven. Somebody needs to find seven because she just had a baby herself and she needed to speak the fuck up because she was there when Zoka went in labor, supposedly had been the midwife, and then she left
Mm.
abruptly right before
Mm.
Malia left. So she
Oh,
really
yeah,
that's
needs to
that's
right.
something
speak
y'all
up.
didn't talk to her about.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Mm.